Hello and welcome to the Robo Samurai channel. Today I'm going to be talking about this here, Heroic Autobot Warrior Tonkinator. And this Tonkinator. So basically what this is it is a reissue of the G1 Devastator, if you didn't know that already. And redone with Tonka labeling, yeah, like Tonka toys or Tonka trucks or Tonka. I guess they make, like the Tonka like trucks. What do they call them? Dump trucks and things like that. Okay, yeah. It seems to be a fitting theme. So yeah, this is kind of an interesting thing. So I got this from Target. I don't know if it's an exclusive to Target, but they went ahead and shipped it. Right up here it says, together 6 Autobots form the mighty Tonkinator. Oh yeah, that's the other thing. It's actually a Autobot. Okay, well, and then we have Autobot Mega Dozer, which would have been Bone Crusher. Autobot Skyhook, which would have been Hook. Power Digger, which is Scrapper. Mega Hauler, which is, I think it's Hauler. Is it Hauler? No, it's not Hauler. Anyway, Motor Mix, which is Mixmaster. Motor Load, which is, I believe, Scavenge. What is it? Scrapper. Yeah, this one here, Long Haul. That's what I think his name is. Anyway, so yeah, there was a reissue of this that was done. I believe it was sold at Walmart's. I have that. I have not reviewed it yet. I will come back and do comparisons with it. So there are no comparisons of that in this video. But let's go ahead and take a look at the box here and see what's. And these are the product shots you kind of normally see. Let's see here. Can I focus in on them just a little bit there? Yeah, and then there's the back here, and you get I guess this is the the collaborative symbol that you see. You see this symbol on the like the other crossovers. I guess that's what it's meant to be, the collaboratives stuff like Maverick, Top Gun, or the Top Gun jet. You also have like what do you call it? What is it called? The Back to the Future, DeLorean, and the Ghostbusters one. They all have this label here. I'm probably missing at least one. But anyway, so there's what the back of the box looks like. And it says, it is a world of constant change where things are not what they seem. It is the world of Transformers, a world of heroic Autobots and evil Decepticons. And then they have it in 4 of the languages. And then they have a tech spec, if you want to call it that. So let's take a quick look here, and you can see it just says Function Warrior, and all you get is enemies don't stand a chance when you're built to take on the toughest jobs. And it says Mega Dozer, Power Digger, Motor Load, Skyhook, Mega Hauler, and Motor Mix combined to form the mighty Tonkinator. Alright, so yeah, and there's the bottom of the box, everybody, and there's the other side of the box, and there's the top. Alright, well, I have not opened this, so let's open this thing. Let's see what we got here. And yeah, I got the big cutter today, because I don't know where the little one went. Alright, well, let's see. Hopefully that's the only piece of tape I have to cut. Okay, and open. Here we go. Let's see what we got. This is interesting. Okay, so I can tell right away they're really going for the G1 vibe here. How? Well, not for the instructions, but there's a whole sticker sheet here. So you get a sticker sheet, and yeah, it's all nice and silvery, and yeah, you get all of the different labels for them, so that's kind of cool. I'm not putting those on in this video. We're just going to go through the transformations and then hear the instructions for it. So, yeah, I will. I'm pretty much know how to transform this thing. So, does it show us anything interesting besides transformation? Where to put the stickers. So there's that. And then how to put them together. Yeah, there you go. So, cool. And then what's this little thing up in the corner? It says Tonka 75 cents. 1947, let's go play. That's what it says. Hold on. Not quite in focus, but if you must see it, there it is. Ta-da. There you go. All right. And then, of course, it comes with the thing that says, hey, there's things that little kids can swallow. Make sure that you keep it out of reach of them. So, okay, big old plastic tray. Oh, look at this thing. Oh, wow. I thought, like, these are not, that's it. Like, it's just sitting here. So, this is not a cover. This actually has, like, plastic on the thing. Okay, so, and then here are the what do they call these? The Tonkinators. Okay. All right, so let's get these guys out. Take a look at them here, and we'll do a little bit of description on these guys, and then we'll get them transformed. So this will be quite a video, kind of a bigger video. Well, all right. We'll take a quick look at these. Oh boy. Let's see if I break any of them. They're really in there pretty tightly. The plastic that holds them is very tight. Oh, hey, there we go. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know about that. We'll just leave it. Let's see here. Can I get this out? Yeah, this one will come out easy. Here's another one. Here. And then there's this one here. That's interesting. Okay. All right. And then we have all the accessories. So there's 6 of these guys. And then you've got a lot of accessories. The original Devastator, yeah, that's how this was. He just had tons of accessories and things to make him combine. Like, you know, this thing here. Part of the framework. Yeah. Oh man, this one's really in tight. And you want to be careful because you could bend these and potentially, you know, break the plastic if this is something that you're interested in collecting, you know. So he's got his gun here, he's got his fists. And then we have this here, and then this here. And yeah, so there's a lot of parts for these. And then you've got the little guns for each of the individual ones. That's what these are here. 1, 2, and also weapons that go with. So that's these. And then you have like little missile things, which I think can be used in either mode. So there's that one. And there's that one, I think. There we go. And that's all of the accessories. All of them. All right, so and there's nothing else in this box, so we'll go on ahead and set it aside. We got a big pile of Transformers here, which is what we were looking for. So let's go on ahead and set these out. I'm going to take all of these little accessories, put them in a tiny bag. No, I'm not going to do that yet. Okay, and you can see, so we'll just kind of go over these, and we'll see what they've got. Some of them do have labels, so yeah, there are labels on there. And we'll also kind of go over like if any of these have any mold degradation problems as well. So, all right, so yeah, each one of these. So we've got them all out now. This is what they look like, and pretty interesting set, right? So let's take a look at this one here, and you can see the Tonka logo right there. It's all in yellow, and it's on the other side as well. There's the underside, and yeah, you can see that these are stickers here, here, and here, and then you have all of these here. So yeah, and then this lifts up and down like that, and of course it rolls. And the way to transform this guy is, it's really simple. You just take these and you flip them out like this, and you pull this back here, and you pull his head up. And when you pull his head up, it allows you to do that. And there's one of them right there. But before I go any, whoa, let me get down here and adjust this a bit so you can see this. There they all are. Okay, so we can kind of see what it's like. And it's done kind of in gray. Very interesting, and some of the stickers will add more detail to this. So, but yeah, once you push that head in, if you pull the head out, it releases that and allows you to get more, pull that shovel back further. So, but at least I think I remember how this works, is that you could take this here, Devastator's wing, and then you can plug these in here kind of as weapons. So you peg them into these here, I think. Let's see here. We've got this one and this one. There we go. You plug those in, and then you get this, the flying shovel that rolls really well. Okay, so there's that. I know that goes with that. So, but let's go on ahead and flip him into his robot mode. And we'll take that out. And there. All right, there's one. Now let's look at, I think this one's called Skyhook. And you can see it says Tonka right there. And then he's got a little hook right here. And then this should extend. Yeah, sure does. So, yeah, it looks pretty interesting. And let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah, it's nice. You'll notice that this set has no rub signs whatsoever. So on the reissue set, they did actually have them. Now, this little peg right here shouldn't be out here, sticking out here like that. So I'm going to actually pull this out. It should be in like that. There. Now, Skyhook actually has, it's like hook, I believe. The wheels roll pretty nicely, and then you can see this whole crane assembly on the back turns just nicely. So, yeah, it looks cool, like that. And let's go ahead and collapse that. And yeah, there's articulation there as well. So, let's take a look at the bottom here, and you can kind of see what's going on. So let's flip this out, transform this. You just take these, and you, oh boy, these are tight. Oh yeah, so be careful. To transform this properly, you must pull this out, because this is going to lock it in place. So try to flip those legs out and not do that. You might break your legs, or his legs. Your legs will be fine. Okay, so we've got that. And then we're going to go ahead and close that back up, and they'll snap back into place. Pull the arms out. Pull the head up. And there he is. Skyhook. Warhook. There we go. So I might refer to these things as their G1 Constructicon names. So here's what was known as Bone Crusher. So we've got this here. And yeah, this here, you could fit, I believe, this. Is it this weapon here? I'm not sure. I thought it was this weapon. I guess not. Or maybe it could be here. Well, that's where it actually attaches, so I'm not going to do that. But let's take a look at this. You can see it says Tonka here. Tonka. Interesting. Yeah. These feel fairly good in the hand, so it's too bad these don't close up too much, but you can kind of see that. There's nothing for these to roll on. These two had wheels. This just has like printed treads, so... and let's get him transformed. So we're going to open up the arms like this. And then we're going to pull this back. We're going to pull the shovel over. Bend it up. Turn these arms like this. And then they'll kind of go like that. And then we're going to bring down the legs by flipping down these treads. Stretch out. Oh boy, this is tight. There. Okay. Wow, that's really tight. Hey, there we go. Pull the other one out. Two. Hey, and then bend them forward. Give him his feet, and then flip out the head here, and then pull that back. Let's see here. Make sure you guys can see all that. So, and his head does not. There we go. If you push the head back enough, it kind of snaps into place. You got that. And there he is. Wow, these are really tight. I'm not kidding, man. These are super tight. So not too much in terms of articulation. A lot of the G1 molds, they generally don't. So, okay, let's start with Mixmaster. Let's take a look at this guy here. Tonka again, right here. Tonka, you can see all the way through the cab. There's that. Another Tonka label right there. And then we've got... yeah, well, you can see his head. All right, so that's pretty much it for him. So we're going to flip this over like this to transform it. Just turn the cab out. Uh-oh. Turn the cab out. Pull open his arms. Pull him forward. And that's it. There he is. And by the way, that's what this is for. Some of these I do remember. This here with the two... 2 missiles go right into here. And of course, I guess the question of the hour is will these launch? And the answer is no. These don't have any springs in them whatsoever. The G1 versions of these did. And you could pull this little trigger and it would go flying across the room and make one of your friends blind in the eye. But no. So anyway, there. There's big, we'll call him Mixmaster. Okay. And then this is Scrapper. And let's take a look at him. Tonka. There it is again. This is just hilarious. The shovel moves. Kind of nice articulation. You can dig, dig, dig. This is fixed, though. It's fixed on the end of this arm. So that's all you're going to get with that. Tonka. There it is. And then... all right, so let's open this up. Let's transform this, because there's not much to it. Oh, yeah, actually, you can turn this like so. No wheels on this either, so just fake treads. Okay, so let's do this now. Flip this open here, and then you're going to turn these to the right. These are the feet, so I'm going to turn them that way. And then we're going to take this and open up his arms. You can kind of pull them out using this edge here. And this one here. Okay. Alright, let's get that there. Come on. Him and his Tonka tattoo on his eye of his arm. Alright, so let's see. Alright. That's nice and tight. There we go. Alright. And then there's his head. And let's see here. Can we get that focus? There we go. That's it. That is... we're calling him Bone Crusher because that's what he used to be in this mode. And then this here is yeah, that's cast. That's metal die cast right here. Yeah, you can tell it's cool. All right, there's that. All right, one more, and this is I think it's Long Haul. All right, so let's take a look and see what we got here. I like the way this paint looks here. That looks pretty cool. And then Tonka. There's a Tonka right here. Don't forget the labeling. And then there's that. You can see there's already a label attached right there. So, yeah. And then, of course, this thing rolls. This is the only other one here. Mixmaster does too. But, you know, hey, this guy rolls just fine. And you can see there's the back of the dump part of the dump truck. So... and it wants to transform. So let's go ahead and voyage him that. Flip open these pieces like that. And open these up. Just pull them straight out, and those are his arms. And then bring them down to the side. And then flip out the wrists. And then fold this down like so. And it should go snap. Not really snap, kind of snap. Take this, fold it back. That just sits there. Don't try to snap that in. I don't think it does do that. No, and I wouldn't force it either. Yeah, that's fine, just like that. And then flip out his head. There it is, right there. And there you go. There are your Autobots. Yep, that's what we're dealing with, guys. So, and gals and everyone else. Yeah, so pretty interesting. Yeah, and these accessories, I'll tell you something right off the top here. Let's talk about these guns here. Any of these guns here can be held by any of these there. So, and I forget which one goes with which, but yeah, that's kind of what you're dealing with there. And then even this here, which is technically Devastator's gun, can be held. He can hold it in his hand, but it also can be held by Devastator. So yeah, kind of interesting. And each one of these is supposed to, you know, like one of these guns are supposed to be there, but you know, I don't remember who gets what, so I can only make guesses. However, it's all right though if you don't know, because they'll all fit. They'll all fit in each other's hands. So yeah, like I'm not sure. Let's see here. As I've always said, I think robots should be ambidextrous. Maybe they're not. I don't know. But anyway, so you got these here. That there. This here. There we go. Get them all weaponed up so they can fight bad guys, because these guys are Autobots. These are not Decepticons. They're not Constructicons either. They're Tonkabots or something. So, yeah, there you go. So they're all kind of armored up. I mean, the only other thing, like I said, you can add this to what is Mixmaster, I guess. And you could also add that to it as well. These here, you could add this here. These do not launch, but these are also serve as the fists. So I think, yeah, they do have different peg ports. So I think they can be held in the vehicle modes by some of them. So that's what we got there. And then this here is, so some of these pieces that you got, like these are specifically for Tonkinator, you know. This too, you know, obviously the head, you can kind of see it there. Yeah, it's interesting. Okay. And of course the fists themselves. Yeah, so nice gray fists there. And then this thing here is actually goes on the side of his head. So I'll show you that in a minute when we get this guy into, you know, the big robot. So there we go. All right, so let's get these guys into their modes. So first of all, I'm going to have to take off all of these weapons, and we'll get them ready to get into, you know, their G1 Devastator mode. So, or Tonkinator, because this is Tonkinator, okay? All right, so, and then, you know, I might do some pictures or might do another video with all the stickers on, but I'm not going to do all the stickers here since I just unboxed this, you know, and kind of knew that would be the case. So, all right, so let's start with the long haul guy. And what we're going to do is we're going to flip his arms in and just plug them in here, I believe. Flip his head down and flip these up like so. And yeah, they're just going to sit here like that. Okay. And then what we want is this piece right here. Actually, we want two pieces. The first piece we want is this. And we're going to shove, I think this goes here. So, yeah, this is going to lock in here. Yeah. And the trick is just got to make sure that all that lines up right there. So you push it in there and it should snap into place. So that'll do it there. And then you want to make sure that you have these pieces set up just right. Now, the other thing you want is this. And this will have some extra detail on it. But there's a little slot right here. And then there's a tab right there. And that's going to go right into here. And there's that. So we're going to set this aside. Let's take the guy who was formerly known as Scrapper. And let's get him transformed. So we're going to push his head in. And then, so you want to push make sure the head's pushed in, make sure that this is like this. So it's like that. Then take his arms, do that one and that two. And that gets him ready for leg mode. And then we're going to take his legs and fold them in. And then we're going to put that there. Okay. And the next one we're going to go to is Mixmaster, or whatever his name is. Tonkinator version of Mixmaster. Collapse his arms. And then I think collapse this. And then we're going to stretch this out here. Once we got him back into his Mixmaster mode, his truck mode, stretch it out. And then do that. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and assemble these pieces. So this piece here, it can only fit in one. Yeah, so it can only fit one way. So this is going to go here. And you'll see this here, this little T-shaped thing, and then this cowling. That cowling will fit right on top of that, and then that'll tab right over his face. So if you look at it from the back here, you can do this and just do this number there, like that. And then something similar here. This is where the scrapper piece is going to go, and we're going to plug that into here. And that should, oops, these G1 combiners are amazing. Anyway, oops, come back here. All right, so And that should, let's take a look here. This should snap right down on top of this. Here, there. Make sure that that's kind of locked into place. And then let's, oh boy, that does not want to stay in place. I'll make an effective demonstration. Okay, there. All right, make sure that's down, that's down. Okay. Ooh, he just doesn't want to lock in all the way. That is a weird problem to have. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I'm on Tonkinator. Let's go. Alright, so I'm trying to get this just lined up correctly here. Okay, let's see. Is that it? I think that's it. Okay. So yeah, it plugs in. It's very yeah, interesting. We'll just say interesting. This is a little bit easier to snap into place there. So there we go. Without breaking anything. Alright, so see? We're already halfway there. Alright. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to take the guy formerly known as Hook. I forget exactly what his name is. Go ahead and close up his arm, fold in his head, fold in his arms, and then pull these out. So you'll see there's a double hinge kind of a joint thing there going on. So we're going to stretch this all the way out, fold his legs up like this. Now we're going to take this and fold it in this direction here. Okay, and then let's see here. I'm going to put this way and make sure that that is like that. Now this little peg right here, and this is why I mentioned this earlier, is folded in. It was kind of folded out. We want to fold this all the way out now so that it's like that. There we go. And I think that that's about right there. But we actually want to take the head here and we're going to clip this on here. Okay, this is going to be the piece, and if you look, there's a couple of pegs and a hole right there. We're going to use that to plug the whole thing in. So there is one more stabilizing piece too. I'll show you that in a minute once we get there. Okay. All right, so this is what you should have. You should have it so that the head is centered right there, and it should clip kind of right here. All right. Now this here, if you look, this is these two pegs on top of what's long haul, and then we're going to take these and we're going to plug them in there. And you'll see there's a little hole on top of that cab there. So kind of give that a nice push without destroying the rest of it. Oh yeah, G1 combiner. Oh boy, get in there. Alright, so there, just like that. I'm not going to push it too hard, but there, just like that. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. Well, we'll show off the rest of them once we're done combining them. So, alright, so let's do what the Tonkinator, formerly known as Scrapper. Go ahead and push his, kind of get him into his alt mode, essentially. But before you do that, take out this little nice die-cast metal piece here, flip it out, and then close that in like that. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take, technically you're supposed to take, so there's two of these, right? And I didn't show you this earlier, but this weapon will mount like here. And you'll see it's got the two, let's see if we can get that in focus. There we go. It's got the two pegs there. So you should be able to do this, right? Push this forward. It doesn't always, but you can do that. And then you can add this little thing to it, like as a weapon, right? And so that's how that would work in his alt mode. But that's not, so that's the one that goes with this one. If you'll see, this other one here will not fit that same way. So it's for, that's for him. So this is properly the piece that goes with him. Although you could put them on because they are very much similar. If you look right over here, okay, you look right here, you'll see that there's a peg right there, and we're just going to peg that onto here. Okay, and then let's take the fist, because this is going to go only on the left-hand side. So we want this fist here to be plugged into there. All right, and then let's bring old Tonkinator over here, and we'll fold this up a bit. And this is going to, you'll see there's a, that will plug, this metal piece will plug right into this plastic piece right up here. So, and the tricky part about this, hooray G1 combiners, is that you just want to make sure it just fits in there. There we go. That's it. All right. And we've got one more, and that's the one formerly known as Bowman Crusher. So I don't remember what his name is. Off the top of my head, collapse them all back. Get him pretty much into his alt mode. Flip out this way. And he does not have the same type of thing that was going on with, what's his name? So remember, I was telling you about how the weapons fit on top. You'll see this here, the two pegs will fit right here technically. And then you can add whatever, you know, add a fist, add a whatever. Let's see here, is that going to fit like that? Yeah, see these don't, for some reason, this thing doesn't quite collapse nicely. Let me see if I can't turn them a bit. Make them, yeah, there we go, that's better right there. And technically you're supposed to be able to do this. So you can move this cowling out of the way. Collapse his head in there and plug this and this in there. So see, it's supposed to go like that, and then you put this over it. That technically is his weapon, right? So you can take, oh, the same thing. They only give me one of these, so you can plug that in there, and now he's like, you know, drill dozer or something. All right, so, but that's not what we're doing with this guy. What we're doing with this guy is we're going to plug this into here, just like that. And then we're going to take the other fist, which is right here, and let's get the focus, and we want to go here with it. There we go. Now you'll see that there is a square slot right there, and that's what we put that little metal, this thing right here. So let's go ahead and put that in there, kind of show you that here. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart. Oh boy, yeah, it's a little tight. I will not be very honest with you. This is very tight, but it does fit. So there we go. All right, and then the last piece. Let's kind of do this here, and we'll back it up a bit. Okay, so the last piece is this wing. Really, technically, there's a couple other accessories we can do, and there is a peg right here. We want to peg that into here. Let's see here. Interesting. So yeah, so it'll peg right here, and then actually it's the top one here, because this if you look here on the wing, there is a little, you can see that little notch right there. That notch is going to hold on to hook. So it's the top peg. You put it into here, and you put that there. There we go. So there's that. And look who came off. Hooray. Okay, so I'll go ahead and snap that back on, because that makes a very weird demo. Okay. And then it's like there's too much plastic here. I'm going to have to check my other one just to see if that's normal. But there's some extra plastic in the back that kind of has me questioning about how this is supposed to actually work. So because it doesn't want to. And these are the pieces of plastic I'm talking about right there and there. So let's see here. Tonkinator. Here we go. Hold on. I mean, we're right there, Tonkinator. There we go. Okay, so there. Kind of tight. And then this is a little too close, so there. Just enough. Okay. Tonkinator in his robot mode, everyone. And, yeah, does he have any articulation? He barely has articulation. So you can turn these arms here a little bit, but just like I'm showing you right now. Okay. So this is kind of more of a novelty thing than anything else. Now there's another thing you can also do is he's this big weapon right here. He can hold it, and we'll put it in there. All right, so, and then if you see where we plug those in, I guess you can count those as elbows. So You can do that on either side, but not too much. Just enough, all right? So, yeah, there you go. And then the way you're supposed to complete this look is you're supposed to take this thing and plug it on the side of his head, which I always thought was really weird, but that's technically what you're supposed to do. And he has a almost like a leaning forward profile here, like, you know, he leans. But this is it. So if I were to show you like kind of straight on, this is what we're dealing with. Like, this is it. Tonkinator, everybody. No stickers on him. This is just pretty much how he looks out of the box. And that's what he looks like from the back. And yeah, that's it. So, I mean, do I have a frame of reference for this guy? Well, I'll go on ahead and pull out Earthrise Optimus Prime. Now you'll know how tall this thing is compared to an Earthrise, a modern day kind of Transformer or a mainline from, more recently. I mean, if you still find this guy, I think you could. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Tonkinator, everybody. Yeah, and you've got, like I said, I've got a ton of stickers here to put on him. So, I mean, and I probably will. And by the way, here's all the names if you must have them. Mega Dozer, Motor Load, Mega Hauler, Motor Mix, Skyhook, and Power Digger. So, pretty cool. Yeah, so, what do I think of this set? Well, I would say that due to the fiddly nature of this thing, I would recommend that if you want it, you would, and if you've never had it and you want to own like a Devastator type figure, well, hey, I'd say go for it, it's definitely there, and once you get a lot of the labels on, you'll have that, but it's, I mean, it's a G1 robot combiner, and it's not a bad combiner, but he can sit there on your shelf like this. Quite frankly and quite honestly, when it comes to the Constructicons and this set here, I mean, I think it's cool. I think it's a neat novelty. That's why I ordered it. I thought it was, hey, that's neat. No one else has this, so let's get it. Let's get it and see what's going on with this. I like the individual robot modes a little bit better than this, this mode right here. So, yeah, it's an interesting piece to add to my collection. I do like Devastator, and this is Tonkinator, so it's a very, very interesting kind of a thing. So, anyway, hey guys, thanks for joining me for this a little bit longer video than usual. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you next time.